Good evening, sir.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Samir,
Good evening, sir.
Avinash. Okay, so Avinash, Hema, Ketan, Samir, and Suleka. So everybody, all of you are present, and nice to see you again. And I'm a little bit late, but let us dive into directly into the session. So I'm presenting the laptop front. You can see. Okay. Okay, I think now it is visible. All of you can see the desktop. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks. That and directly we'll be going to our model. So double click on that. Uh, Okay, I think you people must have started developing the model. All of you.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay, how many of you have started and how many of you have not started yet?
Started, sir.
Yeah,
Started, sir.
I know that Avinash and Samir must have started it. What about others? Yes, Ketan, have you started?
No, sir. I have not started this.
What is the problem? What is the
Sir,
thing that you are delaying the process? Some some problem may be there. Let me know the problem so that see unless and until you start doing on yourself, you will
yes, sir.
never be in a position to see where you are stuck, getting stuck, and then
Yes, sir.
yeah, then I can help you because if you do not start, then I just can't help you anymore. Yes, what about Hema? Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, what is why you haven't started?
Sir, I started, but not this drawing.
Okay, now see
My
now,
own problem
yeah,
was,
okay. Don't worry about it. You can start with ETAP tutorials, whatever you want, but it is a time now. You should start with this commercial project G plus 18. Otherwise, you will not understand what G plus 18 where you are getting stuck up, and that's why I'm saying. And of course, Sulega ma'am, you must be busy in your routine work, and that's. But I will just say that you should start. Yes.
Yes, sir. I started, but I stopped in after doing something because of my office jobs.
Yeah, yeah. I
I will
can
continue.
understand that. I can understand because the priorities you must look into that, and then whenever you get time. But for you, I will say that you may join our next batch also.
Hmm.
For again, if you want the sessions to get repeated, uh,
Hmm.
yeah, because yours is a special case because you are starting from a very long period. You were doing something else, and now it's your and so that's why we feel that we should encourage you by making ways to help you out. So
Okay, sir. Sure.
yeah, if you are interested, see if you can do whatever you want to do through that recorded sessions, that is okay. But if you are interested and you want to do it, do the course again, I will talk to Anil and will allow you in another batch. Okay,
Okay, sir. Okay,
and
sir.
for that we are not going to charge you anything.
Thank you, sir. So kind of you.
Yeah, no, 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 it's not a way that see what we believe that the people who are having intention to do something, but they are getting disturbed by maybe initial inertia. So we just want to get them on the road so that then they will proceed. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay,
Uh,
sir. Thank you.
but you can talk to Anil sir tomorrow. I will talk to him. We'll be having 2 or 3 sessions more, and then we can think. So if, but that is up to you. You have to decide. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay then. Okay then. Coming to our session. So this was the model. Okay. So right now you can see on the left side you're having a plan, and on the right side you're having a 3-dimensional view. Right now we will be going at we'll start with the bottom level, and you can see this is my base. So at base, I am choosing a wrong thing. Okay, so I will click on this window, left window, because I want to concentrate on left window, and that left window is activated, and you can see this is a base. And now if you can see, all these plus points are nothing but the supports, and you can right click anywhere, and you can see whether what are the assignments. Under assignment, see, under geometry it will be a point. So you can see that it is a point having x, y, z coordinate. The coordinates may be anything, but it is that. And the connectivity to that point is of the wall. So the point that you have clicked is connected to a wall, that is W2, and you can check it over here. Then in assignment, you can see UX, UY, UZ, RX, RY, RZ. That means it is restrained to move in X direction, in Y direction, and in Z direction, as well as it is restrained to rotate about X, rotate about Y, and rotate about Z. So that is a condition which we call it as a fixed condition. So this way you can check whether you have assigned correctly or not. So you can click anywhere on the point, and you can check the points. So here you must get a geometry as a point assignment. You must see this. Then connectivity, that is the connectivity of the column or connectivity of the wall. It depends on that. And that's all about support. Now, these all supports are fixed supports. That means maybe wall or maybe isolated footing. So they are representing your foundation. Now, above that, somewhere at now you can check the elevation as 1.2. That means you are having base equal to 0. And that again you can go and see in this. So edit stories, and if you go to modify story data, you can see all the stories like this. And here you can see this. Now you may say that, sir, I want plinth level equal to 0, so that directly if you see the Z elevation. So right now you are getting staircase cap, or let's say this 15th floor. 15th floor, you are getting elevation equal to 57.7. Now, if you want this to represent the height from ground, then you can do it like this. So what I'm doing, let's say I will click over here, which is my plinth level, as 0. Then this will be this one will be minus 4.5. Okay, see, at plinth, if I see over here, at plinth I am getting 4.5. Now here I want 0. That means here I will change it as minus 4.5. Clear?
Yes, sir.
And now see, this 1.2, 3.3 as it is. And now you can see that your base is minus 4.5, and your basement level is minus 3.3. And now if you go back in your architectural data, And if you see the elevation, you see that your basement is minus 3.3 and ground is 0. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Now, the advantage of this is that directly if I go at 15 story, I will get the height of the entire tower for calculation of equivalent height for that is h to calculate VB. And now you can recollect that VB equal to 0.09 h over root d. So that h I will get directly over here. So I don't have to go for some addition, alteration, etc. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But this is optional. It doesn't have any reference with your analysis. The only thing is that whether you can say that your ground is at 4.5, and then you can find out the elevation height minus 4.5. That will be your height of the building. Either you can do manually or you can directly convert it in your ETAB just by giving RL equal to 0 at plinth, and below it will be minus and above it will be plus. So that is a simple trick, and that's all. Now here you can see at the basement level, you are having the columns, and the columns are not tied because we are not considering any uplift pressure due to water level. But if you want, then you can add uh, the the beams into this. So column to column connection, you can connect all columns along with this floor to form a कौन कह रहे तुझा? So you can see that you can connect them with beams, and then you can go for calculation. But right now we are just providing entire raft, and if I right click on that, I will see the sign. Okay, so here I will check that whether my properties are clear or not. See, in geometry, definitely as I am clicking surface, you will get edge 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are the concerned joints. So I will just look into that, and then I will go to assignment. Under assignment, whatever properties that I have assigned to this entity or this surface element will be shown by the software. Now, under that, you can see section property is S200. So immediately I can see whether S200 is the same property that I want to assign, or I can change. Then diaphragm is also assigned. Then you can see over here any other assignment. Right now, other assignments are not that important. They are actually carried as a default. And then under loads, you can see under loads, here the live load, under live load pattern, you have defined 2.5, and under SIDL pattern, you have defined 2.2 kilonewton per square meter as the intensity. And where from this 2.5 has come? Anybody? Yes?
Live load IS 875 part 2.
Yeah. And why it is 2.5? See, this is basement, and you're having on right side, you're having a ramp that is going to basement. That means you're using this basement for parking. That means light vehicle parking. Then you have to consider that go to that IS 875, see the live load that is recommended for light vehicle. Why I am saying light vehicle? Because in this building you are not going to park the trucks and lorries. You are going to park cars, and parking of cars comes under light vehicle parking. Clear?
Yes,
So
sir.
under that category, you will find that 2.5. I think that was explained to you, and I'm just repeating so that if something is missed by you in earlier sessions, it will be recollected. Okay, so you can click anywhere and you can check that 2.5 and 2.2, and 2.2 is only considered because of maybe you may be providing that cement blocks or something. Based on that, we have provided 2.2. So this is one way that every individual element you can check, or you can directly go to display. Under display, loads a sign, and under that, shell, and under shell you will see a live load category. So here you will see everywhere you are getting under live load category, you are getting it as equal to 2.5, and this is your stair area. Actually, this is also here you may provide a 2.5 or less than that. Actually, this is a incorrect thing, because under this staircase you are not going to provide any car. So you can reassign, and how you can reassign it? Go select it, go to assign. Under assign, you can go to shell loads. Under shell load, you can go to uniform. Under uniform, you will go to live load category, and under live load category, I will provide the live load category as, this is again inaccessible area, so I may provide 1.5, but for safety, I will provide 2.0. Instead of 3, I will provide 2.0. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because what is happening, try to understand this thing. See, this is your basement. Okay, from basement you are providing a staircase, something like this. So under any case, this area is not at all available for parking, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so that means that light vehicle parking load you should not provide, because you are not going to park any vehicle below the staircase, and that's why I have reduced it. So this way you can correct the things also, and that is how you can check your model after completion. Okay, then under you can again go to display. Under loads assign shell. Now this was live. Now you can go and see SIDL. What is the case for SIDL? SIDL, everywhere you have considered this, and again you can say that this has been considered as 3.5. That means actually this will be 2 only. So 2.2 only. So you can make it like that. Assign shell load uniform, and under SIDL you will provide it as 2.2. Okay, so this is all about the basement. Now what about the beams? You will see that the periphery is having a retaining wall, and it is fully right from basement or footing up to your ground level. You are having this RC wall. That means there is no way, or you should not provide any loading on that, and that self weight of the element, as it is a structure element, self weight of that element will be automatically calculated by ETAB at the time of analysis. then you can go one step up. Now this is your ground level, right? So what is the situation at ground level? The same situation. So ground level is also used for parking, and now you can see that this is your staircase. So here you can use the category that 3 for live load and 3.5 will be that of the uh, SIDL, that is weight of the steps and etc. So that you can calculate and you can assign. Rest of the things you will see that SIDL is 2.2 and live load will be 2.5. So this is 2.2 or 2.2 for SIDL and live load will be 2.5. Again, what about this? Yes, wall. What about the wall? Or what about the frame? That is now it is composed of beams, and under beams you will see that we have not provided any loading. So is it correct, or you want to make some changes into it? It is your choice. Actually, this is a parking, and no beam is carrying any uh, any type of
Wall load.
all
Yes.
load. So you can say that self weight is defined by uh, element at the time of so software will consider self weight, and other loads you don't have, so you may keep it vacant. But what about periphery? Yes. Now I will go to display and loads assign under frame load. Let us say I will go for SIDL, and you can check it.
पैरापेट वॉल का लोड आएगा सर.
यस, पैरापेट वॉल का, और कहाँ पे आएगा? जहां पे एंट्री है वहां पे नहीं आएगा.
Yes.
The entry is from this side, so there will be no load on this beam, but all other loads, which are all other periphery beams, that you will see that there is a load, right? And what about the size? Now you can see the sizes also. So under assignment you can see, yes, 200 is the size for a slab, and for beams you can check the sizing of beams under assignment. It is 300 by 600. So you can consider the whether it is sufficient or not after analysis, and you may change it. But right now you are considering 300 by 600. And what about these surface beams? 300 by 600. Now you may consider them as 300 by 450, because now there is a little bit uh, considerations, and you will have to take the help of architect, because most of the time, what is the situation? Most of the time, let's see, this is your ground, and you're having your wall like this. Yes, the wall from basement is coming, and it is stopping over here, and this height may be something around 150 or whatever that architect has chosen. So it cannot be more than that. Otherwise, a person moving from this cannot go over here. And this is your slab over here. That is a parking slab, right? Either the parking slab will be here, or sometimes if I consider the elevation of the wall, you can see sometimes it is considered like this. So this is the ground level, and this you can say this is the ground level, and for this you will see the ventilation. There will be opening something like this for ventilation. Yes.
Yes, sir.
And these part you have to consider with the architect. Now here what was happening, why we have not considered that? Because here there was no way that we can provide the ventilators because we cannot go up so we were not in a position to provide a ramp over here. So from ground, so that we have to provide a slab over here, and then there was no way that we can provide opening something like this, because we cannot have a opening below the ground level, and we were not in a position to raise the slab as our choice. So this slope was also not available, and in that case architect said that we'll provide ventilation through some sort of openings like this. Later on these openings were created in the slab, but that was not considered over here. So these are the few things that you have to discuss with architect, so that it will be more relevant. The model will be more relevant. Otherwise, you can go ahead and make the approximate model, because that will err on safer side. But never ever go on unsafe side. See, if you are going 1%, 5%, or 7%, or 10%, or 15% on higher side, structurally that is not a problem. Structurally, it will be a problem only when you're on the unsafe side, right? So
Yes, sir.
whenever you have some doubt in your mind about the magnitude of load, or about whether the load is there, you should consider or not consider, then always consider it instead of not considering. Because then if finally if there is no load, then your estimation will be on higher side. And if uh, there is a load due to wall or any other thing, then already you have considered it. So you are always on safe side. So that is the advice based on structural criteria. But if you are going with the economic criteria, then I will say that then your criteria will change a little bit. But that is not the case. You have to go with safe considerations. Okay. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Then if you see this, so this shall not be there, because there is a opening for uh, lift. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
that you can consider. So here also the opening is not considered. So now you can see that this is your first parking level, and now again first parking level, you will see that again here also, as it is a parking, or you can say uh, first floor parking. Uh, Only periphery loads are available, and now the periphery will have a loading of parapet wall, and you can consider that parapet wall made up of RC material, or you may consider it with some. We have considered RC material because uh, whenever this whenever you are having parking floor above, always never consider the parapet wall of BB masonry, because sometimes if any car is coming from this side and it is hitting this, maybe accidentally, it may break and the car may fall by 3 meters. So it is always safer to provide RC wall of RC material, and you can consider that. Here, architect has actually considered railing, etc., but we have considered RC wall. Later on, whatever they want to use it, they can use. The only thing is that this load shall not be there, because you are coming from this. So you are entering from this side, so there will be no railing, or there will be nothing on this. So you can click on this, and you can go to assign, and under assign you can go to frame. Under frame you can go frame loads, and under frame loads you can go to distributed, and under distributed you can go to delete existing load and check that one frame is selected. So you are existing, and here you will choose STL. Okay, SIDL, and apply and close. Now you can see that there is no load, right? Then here it will be a load of BB masonry for full wall height. Elsewhere there will be no loading. And now this again, if you go to loads, the same loading, 2.5 live load, 2.2 SIDL. Yes, clear?
Clear, sir.
तो अभी कोई परेशानी नहीं होगी. The only thing is that this is to be deleted. Okay, let us delete that because I don't want that. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because there is a cutout over here because there is a left cutout.
सर ये पिछली क्लास में पूछा भी था मैंने सर आपसे.
Okay, so
Yes.
see हो सकता है थोड़ा कुछ गड़बड़ भी हुआ होगा या बाद में ऐड किया होगा हमने किसी लिए, but this is how it is to be corrected, and that's why we are going one by one and checking the model, and if we feel we have to correct you, we can correct. Not necessary that everything whatever we have provided is 100% correct, because again it differs from designer to designer. Then you can go. Okay, so here we have considered all loading. Let's see the loads. Okay, 2.5 and 2.2. So the loading is correct, and you can go upstairs. Now again, this is first parking. So we have finished this also. Then we are going over here. So again, this is your podium. So this I will delete, and this I will remove the load. Again, for this podium also, this is the entry. So I will delete that load. Go to assign, frame load, distributed, and delete, and one frame selected. And you can see how I am checking. So never ever be in hurry. So always check it. Now what is happening over here? The same thing. It is repeated. So no new things. Just you can check one of the things, 2.5, 2.2, or you may confirm it with selecting this 2.5, 2.2. So okay. So this is also okay, and you can see this as a loading, and then here you will have to provide a load of this, whatever the load that has been provided, 13.83. So this load is to be provided over here. Okay. The same way it is to be provided below also, but you can correct that. I'm just showing you how you can correct the things. Okay. And if you see this 3 and 3.5, okay. So whatever you have calculated, you just have to see that. So this podium floor level is also considered. Clear यहाँ तक?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
अभी अभी it may be now you may be feeling very relaxed because now you are understanding the entire building. Initially वो बहुत complicated लग रहा था ना?
Yes, sir.
When you have seen that architectural drawing, you people might have felt that okay, ये मेरे बस का बात नहीं है. Now you can see how simple it was. It was not at all a complicated. It looks like a complicated, and that is always I try to highlight, because जो जो जैसे दिखता है ना वैसे होता नहीं. ये हमेशा कभी याद रखना. Never ever feel that whatever you feel difficult is actually difficult. Actually it is easy. वो easy है इसीलिए वो ज्यादा भयानक दिखता है. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we'll go one step ahead. So this is about podium floor. Then I will go one step ahead. And now here you can see that it is starting that. And this also is to be deleted. So at every floor you can delete that. And now you can see the first thing. First I will go assign clear display of a sign so that nothing will be shown, and then I will try to see the loading on the flat. Now you can see if this is my one flat, this is my another flat, and this is the opening over here. So this is a common corridor, and these are the alternate terraces. So okay, alternate terraces. So I can go and see the things with loading. So the first thing I will see that you can see these are one-way slab, then this is a stair slab, this is a stair slab, then this is a bathroom, then this you can see maybe this is kitchen, this is bed, this is bed, this is open terrace, and this is living and dining. So this L type is living and dining. Then again this is toilet. Outside you can see. Now this slab you may consider half or you may consider full. If you consider full, then there will be a little bit higher side load. That's why we have considered it as a full. And this is your area where you are having entire duct. So only at 8th floor and 12th floor you will see a slab over here, right? Clear? Now
Yes.
let us go and see the section. So if you want to see the section, you can right click and you can go to assignment. So this is S135. So this is a slab of 135 thick. Then if you go somewhere here, you will see it is a slab of 135, and again it is a two-way. And if you see a slab for the staircase, so the staircase slab is ST200, or you can check this. So this is again one-way slab with 135, and you may design the slabs and accordingly you may place the depth. Not necessary that every depth is to be considered as 135, because you may say that, sir, this slab need not need 135, so you can provide 125. But if you want to provide the slab over here as 125, then you will have to see whether you have defined it. So under section properties, under slab section, I can see that I have not defined. So if I want 125, then I will have to define that slab, one-way slab 125. And again, you can go back and see the GA drawing, and whatever has been considered on the GA drawing, you may apply it over here. Right? Clear हो रहा है?
Yes, sir.
See, again, this is also one-way 135. So these slabs were finally, these were not 135. I think at site we have considered it as a 125. And these slabs also 125, and these slabs as 135 thick. Then about loading, if I go for loading, then first I will see the loading on the slab. So I will go and see display, load assign, then shell. Under shell, first I will see the live load, and you can check the live load everywhere. So everywhere you will see the live load is 2. Everywhere you see the live load is 2, and here the live load is considered as 1 because this is inaccessible area. So either if you go and see the codal provision, code says that if the area of the slab something like chajja. If it is inaccessible, then you can provide live load intensity of 0.75. So we have not gone for 0.75. We said that let us have one step higher, and that's why we have considered it as 1. Okay, then this is bathroom. So everywhere in bathroom, we have considered it as a 2, and balconies. Now these balconies, now it depends on you. These balconies, how much load you will consider on the balconies. If you consider them as the balconies are susceptible to overcrowding, then you can go for 3. Otherwise, you can consider 2. And again, it depends on you. So if you consider 2, it is okay. If you consider 3, it is still okay. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And this passage, that passage, you can see passage we have considered live load equal to 3. So this is the passage. Then this is your staircase. So the live load, whatever live load that has been assigned to all these floors is correct. And now you can check the display load assigned shell. Under shell, you can see SIDL, and under SIDL, you can see now SIDL will be a little bit different. Now here you can see that SIDL is considered as 5.5, while there is no SIDL on this slab. You can check it. There is only a live load, no SIDL, or you can consider, but SIDL will be very less, and that's why we have not considered on these areas, because this is, you can check the drawing and you will see that here there is a ledge only for placement of your AC instrument. And then in the balconies, you can see 1.5 over here. Then this is a dry balcony. That's why it is 4.5. This is the bathroom area. It is 5.5. And you can calculate and you can place your, as per your calculation. So it is up to you, right? The only thing is that whatever loading that you are considering, you must be in a position to justify it, right?
Yes, sir.
If someone asks you why you have considered, then you must have the justification. Now whether that justification will be accepted or not, that is different thing. But you can say, no sir, according to me, I have applied the loading because I consider it like this. Okay, so similarly, you can go and check the loads assigned to frame sections. Under frame sections, only SIDL, and you can see the SIDL has been applied. And now you can check the SIDL. See, everywhere SIDL is different. And if you want to consider exact things, then you have to correlate this loading along with your architectural drawing, whether there is a wall or not. If the wall is there, what type of wall, what thickness of wall, and what is the height of the wall, whether it is a parapet wall or whether it is a 50% wall. Accordingly, you can find out. Now you know that input DBR. We have gone through the input DBR very in detail. So you know how you can find out this, and don't go for the 3 digits. That is not at all required. Why it has been considered, I don't know. But don't go for 3 digits. So 7.5 or 7.2, whatever. 1 digit is more than enough. Don't go for 3 or even 2. So that is just your academic consideration, and it has nothing to do with practical things. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So accordingly, you can check each and every beam. So, and then similarly, you can check the sizing also. So First, I will clear display of assign, and then I will go to view and set display options. Under display options, under object assignment, and under frame assignment, I will go for section, and in that I will see the section. So in one simple step, I will see the various sections. So the beam, so beam 300 by 600. Now this is the name, exact name that you have provided over here. That is what in under section properties, under frame section, uh, all these names, whatever you have provided. So if you provide a name over here, something different, then it will appear like that. So if I consider this as a B1, then he will show you B1. Okay. So name of the section, right? So label is different, section is different. Let me show you that. So display options, object assignment. See, the section is different, and if I go for label, then the label is different. Now, who is defining the label? Yes.
Program ETABS.
Who is defining the label?
ETABS program.
Yes. So now you can, yeah, now you are on the right track. So the program will decide the name. So the only thing is that whenever there is some error and program says that one beam, B1 is overlapping with B144 also. So that time you can consider. So B1. So this is my B1 and this is my B4. Now let us say that in my drawing, uh, instead of this ending with here, it has been ended somewhere here, and this beam has started over here. So there will be overlapping. Now that overlapping is detected by this program when you are asking him to analyze and check model. So that time he will give you the errors. Now that to find out that error message and correct it, you need a labels. So you can find out the labels like this. Similarly, you can find out the labels for shell section also. So the first, I will clear this label, and then under shell assignment, I will click on this label, and you can see here now all that F74, F116. Now these are the labels at the time. See, this is how your drawing has been performed. Not necessary that if you see F25 will be here and you are creating your drawing, and this will be F25. It will not match, because how you are drawing, or what is the sequence of drawing the slab, accordingly the labels are considered, right?
Yes, sir.
So never ever find, see, ये मुझे मत बोलना कि सर आपने तो वहां पे F25 दिखाया था, मगर हमने वो फर्स्ट फ्लोर पे जब वो स्लैब निकाला तो उसने कुछ अलग ही दिया, वो 25 नहीं आता है, नहीं आएगा, क्योंकि मैंने जो ड्रॉ किया उस समय का डायरेक्शन मुझे भी अभी पता नहीं है. So I cannot say why it is F25, because this is a label that has been monitored and controlled by software. So it is not in our control. So don't worry about that. You can say that this is F25. That is a slab. And you can check the assignments, you can check the geometry, and you can check the loads. And here you can see that F25 is coming. Then unique name is 128. Then the label has been defined as F25. And what is the name of that slab? A name of that slab is S135. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So see why I'm showing you all these things, because these things you will not find in any YouTube book. You will find n number of things, but nobody will tell you how what is the meaning of this, what how it has been coming. all that you can get only when you will go to this help and go to frame object or shell object. There you will come to understand how this is coming or what is the meaning of this. Okay,
Yes, sir.
नथिंग न्यू. मैं कोई ऐसी कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं दे रहा हूँ आपको जो आपको कहीं नहीं मिलेगी, वो यहाँ मिलेगी, मैं वो भी बता रहा हूँ. सो आई विल से दैट यू गो टू हेल्प, यू गो टू डॉक्यूमेंट्स, and you go to under documents, you go to this user manuals. Under manuals you can go to reference manual. So if you see and highlight it, you will get everything whatever I have given you as as I know, everything is available over there. तो ये सोर्स कोई बताता नहीं, बट मैं एक ऐसा बंदा हूं, मैं सब बताता हूँ. मैं बोलता हूँ सबको समझने दो कहाँ से लाया, ताकि आगे चल के आपको कोई ये नहीं बताएगा कि यार ये मैं सिर्फ बता सकता हूँ. उसको बोलने का यार ये यहाँ पे ही है, तुम क्या बता रहे. ओके.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I want to remove this, so I will go to that, then set display options. Under display options, under object assignment, labels, I will clear that, and you can see it has been cleared. Okay, so this is how you can have the loading. Then similarly, you can go and see, except this, everything is same. Now again, you will have to delete it, right? So what I will do, I will go one step up. I will go to this one story instead of that all story, and then I will select this and I will delete so that everywhere it will be deleted. Okay, so we were over here. So it is second floor. Then second floor will be also identical. So I will not waste much time into it. You can verify everything, or shall I let you know? Oh, the only difference is this. With this L, now this is L and this is slab. So this is void and this is slab. And if you go below, this is void and this is slab. So that L part is different. Otherwise, everything else is same up to. You can go ahead and see the eighth floor. Now this is your eighth floor. Okay. And now the eighth floor is having this. So you can check. So this is the only slab that you are going. Now, what should be the loading over here? क्या होना चाहिए? What should be the
नॉर्मल से थोड़ी ज्यादा होनी चाहिए सर.
अरे ये ऐसा वेग नहीं बोलने का बाबा. नॉर्मल से ज्यादा कितना? थोड़ा. थोड़ा यानी कितना? See, what is the purpose of this? This is your refuge area. Refuge area means whenever the building is under some sort of danger, maybe fire, maybe anything else, and the people inside the building, they are supposed to rescue. So all these people are advised to come in this area, and from this area, the fire brigade people will escape them, right? That means this is an area where overcrowding. So this is something like a terrace or balcony, and it is subjected to overcrowding, and accordingly SIDL, see what SIDL has been considered. So this is a wrong SIDL has been considered over here, and then you will have to change it. So here, so this 1, 2, and 3, this this is not SIDL. I'm talking about live load. So I have to go and see the live load.
3 किलो न्यूटन आया सर.
देखते हैं ना क्या लिया है यहाँ पे. Yeah, they have considered 3. But to be on safer side, I will consider this as a 3.5 because this is a huge terrace, and it you may consider a 0.5 higher than whatever your codal provisions are considering, and this is not repeated. Okay, so every floor level you are not going on higher side, so finally there will be not much rise into the loading. So that's why I may go for 3.5. Okay, instead of that SIDL, I will have to go to 3. Then I will make it as 3.5 and replace existing. So 3 will be replaced by 3.5. Now you can see that. Okay. Okay, SIDL, you will say the same. And what about this? Now here, let's see what load has been considered for the display, load assign, frame, under frame, SIDL. See, SIDL is rightly considered as 2.5 because here it will be a railing, not more than that. So this will be railing, always railing, because uh, it is easy for outsiders to enter into this area once you are having a ladder up to that floor level. Okay. Rest of the things as usual, they are same, so I'm not going to repeat it. And then, yeah, okay, then I will say save it. And then we'll go one step ahead. So this is okay. This is also okay. This is also okay. And this is your 12th. And again, 1, 2, 3. And I will assign shell load uniform under live load category 3.5, replace and okay. So that is 3.5. And then under loads, it is 1.5, that is okay. So the SIDL is okay. Then this is also okay. And you can see all the other things same as everything. And then you can see one step higher. And this is your lift machine room. And you can check the lift machine room is having live load equal to 30. So this is your lift machine room. I mean, this is a staircase with water tank. Huh? This is a staircase with water tank. This is a staircase again with water tank. So you can see 30 and 1.2. These are the loads because that is subjected to water load. So there are 30 and 1.2, and these are your this thing. So 10.13, and now here you must provide this. I think you have to provide a slab over here. Okay, because it is a top of the like this. So whatever is the property, you can provide it. So 10 and 1.2, and under assignment S135. So you can provide two-way slab over there. So let me provide it. Assign clear display of assign, and let us say, see why it was deleted, because at the time of deleting, we have considered as all story, and that's why the slab which was available over here is also deleted. Now we'll add it. So you can go to draw. Under draw, you can go to draw floor, and under that you can go to rectangular floor, and under rectangular floor, see the property that you need is S135. local axis 0. You consider it like this, and then you can draw either from this point to this point. Okay, so the property is defined. Now you have to assign the loading. And what is the loading? You can see the loading on that is 10 and 1.2. Okay, so click on it, go to assign, under assign shell load, under shell load uniform, first go for live, which is 10. Okay, then again click, go to assign shell load, under shell load uniform, and then go for SIDL, and now it is 1.2. Okay, so this way you can complete your entire drawing, and here also you have to provide it, but here you will not provide that. So live load pattern 0.75 and 1.2, the same will be applied over here. So I will make one thing. So I will select it and I will draw it, go to edit, then replicate and story. And let's say I have to define it as lift machine room. So I will apply, close, and then I will go to lift machine room, and you can see this is applied. Now this is 0.75 and 1.2. That means I have to change the live load as 10 equal to 0.75. So you can select it, go to assign shell load. Under shell load, you can go to uniform. Under uniform, again you have to go to live, and then you can say 1.75. So these are various ways. By any way you can create the you can add it directly, or you can use the slab below, and you can replicate with the floor. The choice is with you. Okay, is this clear?
Clear, sir.
Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, then I will say that will today will conclude over here, because next day or next time what I will be doing, I will be opening this, and straight away I will go to analysis, and I will ask it to analyze the structure. Then we'll go for finding out that response, that scale factor, and we'll revise the scale factor, and then we'll go and see all the designs. So not designs. First we'll go to analysis results, and we'll check it with our codal provision. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that's why today I don't want to start with that, because then it will be a discontinuity. So it is better to start on day after tomorrow. So we'll be having
Yes, sir.
these 3 sessions, in which I will be dealing with how to see the results, what is the meaning of that result, and if you want to change the result, what are the ways that help you achieve your target. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you are having any queries, you can ask me, or we'll conclude today's session.
सर
Yeah.
सर जैसे हमने जो स्ट्रेचर लिफ्ट थी सर, उसमें शियर वॉल प्रोवाइड नहीं करी, तो वो करेंगे या नहीं करेंगे सर? ये पूछना था।
See, अगर मॉडल में आपने नहीं किया और वो मॉडल आप वो मॉडल के हिसाब से आप बिल्डिंग बनाना चाहते हैं, तो आपको नहीं करना है।
Yes, sir.
अगर अगर आप सिर्फ मॉडल ऐसे ही बना रहे हो, साइड पे कुछ अलग कर रहे हो, तो आपकी मर्जी. See why we are not, see here, if I go, let me go back. See what was happening when we were creating a wall over here and wall over here. Uh, the torsional, we are not getting that we were not in a position to remove the torsion, or torsion in first mode is not at all accepted by codal provision. So if you do not want to consider the torsion codal provision, then it is the responsibility of the structural consultant for that. So that's why we discuss the things with architect. We have discussed the things with client, and finally we arrived at a decision that will not provide that wall. Instead of that, will provide BB masonry, and if required, will provide openings for that. And if not required, then we'll provide that BB masonry with the beams at every floor level. So this wall and this wall was connected with a beam at every floor level. So this was middle. See what was happening. The staircase was resting at mid level. So there was a middle level beam as well as floor level beam.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So finally, architect agreed. He said that there is no point in not following the codal provisions. So later on, who will be responsible if somebody goes to the high-rise structures? See what is happening nowadays. People are aware of everything, and let's say this entire flat was sold by the client something around 1.3 crores. तो जो जो बंदा 1.3 करोड़ दे रहा है एक फ्लैट के लिए, वो तो सारी चीजें मांगेगा.
बिल्कुल सर.
Yes, sir.
हो सकता है वो किसी दूसरे स्ट्रक्चर इंजीनियर के पास जाके पूछ लेगा, भाई ये सब ठीक है क्या, आई एम इन्वेस्टिंग 130 lakhs. तो उस समय अगर वो स्ट्रक्चर इंजीनियर ने उसे बताया कि भैया ये बिल्डिंग तो टॉर्शन में है और टॉर्शन इज नॉट अलाउड एज पर कोडल प्रोविजन, तो हु विल बी इन ट्रबल? स्ट्रक्चर इंजीनियर.
Yes, sir.
बिकॉज इन दैट केस क्लाइंट विल से दैट मैंने थोड़ी ऐसा बोला था कि ये मत करो, मैंने तो आपको इसीलिए दिया ना कि यू डू द बेस्ट थिंग्स विच आर रिक्वायर्ड. So the architect and our company, both of us, come to a conclusion, and we have given this message to the client also. Client also said that no, we are not going to take any risk because we are charging for that. So ऐसा ऐसा काम करो कि जहाँ कोई उस पर उंगली ना करे. So see that is the different thing. Normally there has to be a wall, but this wall was not balancing, or we were not in a position to have a balancing effect for these two vertical members. So they say you can see this is a wall, and this wall is balanced by this column, almost.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, almost same. So
Yes.
yeah, after placing this only we could control the torsion. And again this, you can see that. So this is how the things are running. See, initially we had a column over here also, a wall over here also. But if you go in the parking, you can see what is happening. If I go to basement level, see here Actually, that wall was coming somewhere here, and because of that, architect was saying that he is interested in providing two cars over here. So that's why uh, the wall over here was deleted. Otherwise, you could have provided a wall over here. You can see that. So
Yes, sir.
if I provide a wall over here, actually, I was asking him that at least give me a column something like this, a column over here and a column over here. So it was somewhere here. So this was our demand for the two columns, but finally turned down for their requirements because they wanted cars. Actually, total number of cars, the facility for parking for this building, total number of cars were not matching with that. So finally, we said that okay, we'll remove this, and we'll make this heavy. So these are the further points. But right now, I will say that you can understand all these things later on, provided you are at least able to create the structure, analyze it, and find out what should not be there and what should be there. अगर उतना भी आपको समझ में आया ना तो see when you are going to practice in a practice, so definitely you're not the alone over there. So there will be your boss who is having more experience. So he will guide you that time. So don't worry about these small things. But the boss will guide you only when you're qualified enough. वो तो ABCD तो नहीं सिखाएगा ना बॉस.
Yes, sir.
तो आपको भी कुछ दिखाना पड़ेगा सर. आई एम नॉट दैट पप्पू. आई नो डेफिनेटली आई एम नॉट एक्सपर्ट, बट आई एम नॉट पप्पू टाइप गाय आल्सो. So that will give you a break in structure engineering field, and based on your experience, you will build your judgment. हो सकता है
Yes, sir.
5-6 साल के बाद आप मुझे क्रॉस क्वेश्चन करेंगे, और सर नहीं वो गलत है, ये ऐसा होना चाहिए. वो भी हो सकता है. Okay, so any other query? Yes, Avinash.
No, sir, no question.
अभी क्वेश्चन निकालना पड़ेगा, उसके लिए आपको काम करना पड़ेगा,
Okay, sir.
क्योंकि ये समीर और अविनाश ये दोनों इस ग्रुप के लीडर है, जो बाकी लोगों के सवाल भी पुट अप करते. पता नहीं वाई शाहजी, केतन एंड हेमा केदारी डू नॉट वांट टू आस्क मी द थिंग. थोड़ा मैंने पर्सनल लेवल पे थोड़ा डिस्काउंट दिया है सुलेखा मैम को बिकॉज ऑफ सम अदर रीजंस. बट मुझे पता है कि सुलेखा मैम भी बाद में मुझे पूछना शुरू करेंगे. बट आप लोग सी यू पीपल आर स्टार्टिंग योर करियर एंड यू शुड नॉट हेजिटेट. गलत है तो गलत है. पहले तो एक बात है, see you can learn only when you are failing. See, success never teaches you anything. Failure will always teach you something. So don't worry about failure. तो हम उल्टा करते हैं. हमको ऐसा लगता है कि सक्सेस से कुछ नहीं. सक्सेस से you will become arrogant. That's all. जितना ज्यादा सक्सेस उतना ज्यादा arrogance. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
और जितना ज्यादा आपका फेलियर होगा ना, उतना ज्यादा आप सीख सकते हैं उस फेलियर से. So if you are going wrong, then always thank God that you are going wrong, because now you are on the way to learn. मेरे फंडा जरा अलग है. लोगों को सक्सेस अच्छा लगता है, मैं बोलता हूँ फेलियर अच्छा है, बिकॉज फेलियर सिखाता है, सक्सेस नहीं सिखाता. Okay, then with this we'll conclude today's session, and day after tomorrow we'll straight go and analyze the things and we'll see the results. Okay,
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
thank you. Thank
Good
you.
night, sir.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
night.
Thank you,
Good night.
sir. Good night,
Yes,
sir.
Night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night.